Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Luke's View. As you guys can see today, I did my hair. Looks pretty awesome. But today we're going to be doing a top books that I have read. I actually haven't counted how many there are, so I just did top books. These are the top books that have really helped me. To be honest, I am not the best reader in the world. For me, it's like, whenever I focus, I'm like reading a book. So I open up the book and I go sit on the couch. I'm like, okay, start another book. And I'm reading and I read like a few pages. I'm like, this is really good. And then all of a sudden the book or something, because my brain's quiet and my brain's always thinking of something, it gets an idea because it's so quiet. And then all of a sudden I have to search it up or write it down. Then I get curious and I search it up. And then before you know it, I'm distracted searching on that thing. And so for me to get through a book, it's pretty impossible. But I'm gonna be going through some of the top books that have really helped me become who I am, a 13-year-old kidpreneur. And I'm just showing you how that has worked out in the books. And you should get these. And some of these books, people I haven't really heard of. They're not like the This Is Marketing, which is a great book, but like kind of those books that are more viral. These are books that people don't really talk about very much. So roll that intro. Okay, so the first book, I actually took this book in grade 4, I'm in grade 8 right now. In grade 4, I took this book to class, and I was like a really weird kid, not weird, but like no one really took these kind of books to school, businessy books, entrepreneurship books, money books, that kind of thing. I was pretty different for doing that. And my goal for 2022 is to read more. Everyone tells me I need to read more. I used to read quite a bit more, but still not enough. So this book right here really was the first businessy book that really kind of got my mindset set up to where it is. It was one of the most powerful books for me that really shaped who I am today. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's starting out, who just needs the best books, who are looking for books to read. And that book is by a great mentor of mine, Dean Graziosi. If you don't know Dean, he's good partners and good friends with Tony Robbins. They have a course together called KBB and KBB 2.0. I went through the course, it's amazing. And they have a whole bunch of events and things. They do everything together. Not everything, but they do a lot of things together. And so this book right here, called Millionaire Success Habits, I took to school a lot. It took me quite a while to get through it because of me not focusing. See, it's not a super big book, but for me, I think it's around like 150 pages or something like that. And they even have things at the back to write. I did use that quite a bit. But it's an incredible book and it really shaped who I am today. The habits in here are incredible. If we go to like the attraction and persuasion, after the yes, the power of happiness, the time is right to change your habits. Like it really taught me that, a quote that I always say called just start. It really taught me that right now is the time you need to change your habits, change your beliefs, and just do it, which is Nike's quote, but I always say just start. I think mine is better. The next book that I actually don't have physically, but I have audiobook, is Atomic Habits. Now, Atomic Habits is incredible. It's written by James Clear. He's an incredible person, and I took a lot of notes in that book. Highly, highly recommend it. It's about shaping your habits, and it's like, how do you get rid of bad habits? Like me and my dad always say, you can have a to-do list and a not to-do list, and he's big on that as well. So he said, some people took it to an extreme level, but if a guy always found he wanted to start a business, but he would always watch TV too much and never get time during the night. So what he did is he'd take his TV, unplug it, and if he ever found he's watching it too much, he'd put it in his closet. Like he'd take his TV, and this is like 15 years ago, so TVs were a lot heavier, plazas and stuff like that, so they're quite big, right? And if you don't have a TV stand and it hung on the wall, it's a pretty big thing, but I assume he had a TV stand, hopefully. But he would take that and he would just put it in his closet, and then there would be no distraction. So that's an extreme level of it. But doing that, creating the habits, removing limiting ones and ones that just aren't serving you, spending too much time on social media, spending too much time with negative people, spending too much time watching TV, and just doing unproductive things, I really highly recommend. People always say, well, I need to do something fun. I highly agree. It's not like you just have to put your TV in a closet. Spend an hour or two on a weekend, on a Saturday or Friday night, watching a new favorite movie. But every single night, that starts to get quite a bit much, right? Every time after work. So I always spend the whole week working, right? And then on the weekend, on Friday night, me and my family, we have a movie night, right? And then also on like Saturday night, we'll maybe watch another TV series or something. Lots of the time we'll just go to bed because it'll be late. But sometimes we'll literally just watch a documentary or Napoleon Hill or something like that. So that is Atomic Habits, incredible. You have to download it. And you can get the physical version. I just got the audiobook and I actually really enjoyed it in audio form. It's really good because you can like clean up your office. You can just do vacuuming and stuff like that if you have noise canceling headphones, and it works really, really good. Okay, my next favorite book, which I've also read a lot, .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson is amazing. I've actually got the opportunity to talk to him a few times, and he is truly awesome. This book right here is incredible. Is it hyped up? Yes, and for a good reason. It is hyped up because this is like the holy grail. It's like the Bible for like marketing and websites. No websites, funnels, okay? And this book is great. As you can see, I've also read this a lot. It's torn and stuff like that. It's an amazing book. Highly, highly recommend this. And it's another great book. This also has the foreword done by, is this the foreword? I think that's what people call it. Quote foreword right here. Tony Robbins as well. As you can see, I'm a very big Tony Robbins fan. My dad got me into that. And it's an amazing, amazing book, and I would highly, highly recommend it if you are starting out in an online business or even a brick and mortar business doing like a small business thing where you make like cupcakes and stuff. It is a great book for anyone in the marketing, online, entrepreneurship space. Let's go on to the next book. Okay, the next book is this one right here. It looks really crisp. I know, it's really like, look at how beautiful. It's very, very beautiful because I actually read it all digital, and so I just had this version on. You should get this book because on Amazon I think it's like, it goes up for sale for like 2 cents or whatever. It's funny because this book is like incredible. So this is also by Russell Brunson. This is, you know, not a spin-off, but like this is like the next part of .com Secrets. So this is Expert Secrets. Again, it's a fantastic, fantastic book. I really enjoyed reading this. And the foreword is by Robert Kiyosaki, which I need to read his book. He has lots of different books, but his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that was a super cool book I need to read. Everyone always says. So that will be the next book I need to read. But this book right here is incredible. If you like .com Secrets, you will for sure like Expert Secrets. You also have Traffic Secrets, which is in this very nice hardcover, Traffic Secrets. So if you get all of them together, you put them all together, you know, it's a really good read. It's a good series you should do. And you got all 3 of them right here. So that is awesome. Okay, the next book you guys probably would have never heard of, and you guys should read it for sure. It is an incredible book, and it is called The Good Boss. My dad actually wrote this book. He wrote the book, and it's a pretty light read. Like, it's not super big, but it is jam-packed. It's crazy, actually. My dad, when he wrote this book, what is it? It's not like a crazy big book, but it's around 100 pages, right? And it is insane for a 100-page book, the amount of work that it goes, because me and my dad have been in other books and stuff like that, but it's crazy the amount of work it takes to do everything, the copywriting, all that, the cover, like reading it over to make sure the proof's reading and all that. It is incredible. If you're leading a group, whether that's even just your friend group, if you're a boss, a manager, you have a sales team, whatever that is, this book is incredible for that. It's all about that. As you can see here, right? Troy Adderley, my dad. My name is Luke Adderley, so you know he's related. The Good Boss, How Empowering Leaders Create Great Teams. It's an amazing book. Even if you're just wanting to grow your circle and the people who you're surrounding yourself with, making it great, you can't go wrong with this book, right? And even if you're not in that space, you can never have enough knowledge in your brain in case for any situation. So those are the 3 books right now. Okay, I have quite a few books on my bookshelf that I have to read. I haven't finished all of them. This book I'm currently reading called, amazing guy, this guy who wrote it, 3 Feet from Gold. This guy has written a lot of books. His name is Greg S. Reed, and he's great. I've talked to him too. And then also by Sharon Lechter. I honestly haven't met Sharon at all, but Greg I have. This book is incredible. You highly want this. If you're about success and you're one about, really achieving what you want, you have to read this book. Also, Greg's interviews and podcasts and any shows that he's on, you have to go watch them. Greg is just filled to the top with gold, 3 feet from gold, and it's incredible. You have to read this book. This book is awesome, and the foreword is actually from a guy that I will be putting next in the book, or the next book I'm going to be reviewing. Foreword by Mark Victor Hansen. If you don't know who Mark Victor Hansen is, I did an interview. I got to do an interview with Mark Victor Hansen on my YouTube channel. It is on my YouTube channel. Just go on there and it'll be Mark Victor Hansen with me and my dad. It was an awesome interview. This is awesome. Now to the next book. Okay, the next book by Mark Victor Hansen and his wife Crystal Hansen, is Ask. So Ask is a really incredible book. So you can see these bookmarks in here too. My mom makes resin bookmarks. They're the coolest. Look at this. Like, those are real flowers. Real flowers in there. And she puts these little things on. They're incredible. But she actually has an Instagram page called Raleigh Beverly Designs. I'll leave that also in below. I should highly go check it out and keep updated with her. But Ask, it teaches you the importance of just asking. And I think in life, if you want to, my dad always says, if you're not growing, you're dying, and in between is really boring. So you're just growing just enough so you're not dying and you just stay right in the middle. And it's really boring, right? So the reason how you can grow is to ask, right? You have to ask things, right? To get an interview with Mark Victor Hansen, I had to ask. To get an interview with anyone, I have to ask. To do a certain thing, a partnership with someone, I have to ask. Right? Asking is the coolest thing ever, and it's how you get your things. You can't just sit there and be like, man, I think it would be really cool to do an interview with that guy. And they just like sit there and like years go by. Man, I guess I didn't really get to do an interview with him. That sucks. And some people do that because they didn't really want it, but they thought it'd be cool. But if you really want it, ask. Okay, so this book is incredible. Bridge from your dreams to your destiny. Highly, highly recommend this book. It is incredible. This is a must read. And all these books here are must reads. I absolutely cannot put these books in an order. Okay, the last book I have to mention today, review, is The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes. I'm really good friends with Amanda Holmes, Chet Holmes, he unfortunately passed away, but Amanda Holmes took over the company and became CEO, and she is absolutely crushing it. You have to search up Chet Holmes International. It's incredible. But go buy, it's not a very big book, but buy Ultimate Sales Machine. It teaches you, this my dad says too, it's greatly helped him in sales and marketing and helping him understand that. It has greatly helped me with my sales skills. So if you are in sales, or it's just good for anything, right? Having a sales skill in life, or any of these skills, is very, very important. It's a good thing to just always have. So Ultimate Sales Machine, that is also linked down below. It is incredible. You have to read that book. And so that is the top eight books today that I have reviewed. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. There's links down below. Let me know if you guys haven't read these books, if you enjoyed them, if you're going to purchase them. And that is it for now, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.